All right, so for this one, question 7, we're going to look for the number that's equivalent to the cube root of 48 in simplest form. So what we need to do is we need to take the cube root of 48, and I need to break it down into two factors where one is a perfect cube, not perfect square. To find my list of perfect cubes, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to go to my y equals in the calculator, clear out everything that I have, and I'm going to type in x raised to the third power. When I do that, I go to my table, second table, and if I go back to 0, it's going to give me a list of all my perfect cubes. And it's going to run away. All right, it's going to give me a list of all my perfect cubes. When I look at this list, I know that 1 goes into 48, 8 goes into 48, 27 doesn't, so 8 is my perfect cube. So I'm going to come over here, and it's 8 times 6, that equals 48. 8 is a perfect cube, and 8 is a perfect cube because it's 2 raised to the third power. So the cube root of 8 is 2 times the cube root of 6. So it's 2 times the cube root of 6. Here's how I'm going to check my answer. For some of you, this is a good way to actually get the answer. The cube root of 48, if I go to the math button and I go down to 4, that's the cube root. I hit enter and I type in 48. I hit enter, and that's actually going to give me what the cube root of 48 is. That number will be equivalent to the one that I choose, so I'm going to type the one that I chose, 2 times the cube root, so I'm going to go to math 4, it's going to bring in the cube root of 6, and I'm going to hit enter, and those two numbers match. Those are the only numbers that are going to end up being equivalent. If I choose any of these other ones, well, 16 doesn't work and 24 doesn't work, that's for sure. But if I got these backwards, 6 times the cube root of 2, 6 times math 4, the cube root of 2, I hit enter, it gives me a number that is not the same number as the cube root of 48. So now I'm confident, because I know it's not 16 or 24, I'm confident that my answer that I chose is correct.